Okay, I am going to start it off, and we're do some chatting about social media. But let me just do some quick housekeeping, and then I'm going to let my new coach, Angie, speak tonight, and she's just going to share a little bit. I'm so proud of her. Her name's Angie Weaver. You've seen her in the group. Just to give you a rundown, Angie and I have been friends for I think about a year now on Facebook. It may be a little bit more than that. But she started off as a just a referral. She had already had the program and everything, and I had put her in one of my groups, and we just developed a relationship. And it was now, I think, about a month ago, Angie. Maybe time is flying.
Yeah, it was a month.
Like, I'm ready to coach. And she has literally hit the ground running. And I'm like so impressed. She's doing amazing. And she's just going to share a little bit of her journey and what's going on with her, because it's been really refreshing to see her point of view from a new coach point of view. But first and foremost, the National Wake Up Call, remember, those are on Monday mornings. I just looked at my app and they're back up. I know they were not on for a while. So that is on the app. The Shakeology, if you don't have the Shakeology app, that also has a new one well, maybe not new. I just haven't listened to the one. But those are great places to get information, to put little nuggets in your posts. Hammer and Chisel, Performance, Beachbody On Demand, which I need to be doing a better job chatting about that, because
Me too.
It is amazing. I love it. I just need to figure out a better way to kind of spread nuggets about that myself. But don't forget about that. And I was thinking of doing a sneak peek. It's probably too late now, but next Wednesday. If anybody wants to do a coach sneak peek, it's going to be a day long. I'll post it in the big group. It'll be one day. I don't want to do it more than that because I feel like it just gets drawn out. It will be the kind of the same thing as our event, our live event, if you've ever done one of those, but it's just going to be kind of all day, a little less stressful where we're like, oh my God, 5 minutes. It's just, I'm just going to try it this way. So, the good news about that is get involved, learn from it, invite people to learn about it. It's just going to be stories. It's going to be our videos, if you guys don't mind, that we posted in the event. That's for all of you to use. That's why we have the Healthy Revenge Movement folder that's shared between all of us. So make sure you're sharing that with your coaches, because that has information in it, so you can have that link saved.
Is this going to be an event or a group?
A group. And what I was since there is now Facebook Live, I was thinking of perhaps doing a live video like at 8 o'clock at night or whatever, just to throw it out there and see, obviously this is the first time, but hey, you never know, maybe that'll people respond to that, but you don't know until you try, and you have to kind of get out of your comfort zone. And I had put this Supermom Fit Club we're running. I'm loving it. I listened to Amy Silverman's Best of the Best on YouTube. Best in the West, it's called. Top coaches. I'm like obsessed with those right now. They're really good.
I listened to it, and I listened to a couple of them. It was good.
They're amazing. They are.
You know what? I really, it really kind of resonated with me with the whole Amy Silverman thing, because I feel like, and I have felt like I want to create a community, and I want Supermom Club to be a community. And I like the sort of the way that she's going. Who keeps moving? Stacey, I think it's you. You're too noisy.
Am I noisy?
I think it's you. It keeps moving and it's hitting the microphone or something.
I have to learn how to.
Anyhow, I like the whole community aspect, and I liked what she said about maybe not necessarily removing people who are no longer doing Shakeology, because I kind of go back and forth with
I
that.
know.
I think that sometimes people start seeing all the great other
Right.
people who are posting about Shakeology
Mm-hmm.
at the forefront instead of them just dropping off. So
Yes.
I kind
I
of like
know.
that.
I go back and forth myself, but the way she explained it, and I'm like, it is a true community, and we should be really proud of that, you guys. I mean, it is amazing. And I know, Bethany, you have one too, and then you spoke about how yours is building into this community too. But listen to that call if you haven't. That's what I'm thinking, like, we should just probably do. However, I'm going to be flat out honest with you guys. It does take to plan it and, like, work on my end to, like, make sure I get, planning. There is a file if you want to do a week of content, pop it in there. I need to work on my business too. So I'm going to, like, I can't do it all. I can't right now. I'm going to not lie to you. I'm struggling to fit it all in. And
Me
it's been
too.
in my success club points because I am not spending, all of us should be spending 80% on our personal business, 20% when you have your team. I am not doing that. Okay. I do put a lot of effort. I love this part. This is my pride and joy, my happy part, but my business is suffering. So I'm trying to find the balance. But my fear with the Supermom Fit Club, and I'll come flat out and say it, is that it's going to discourage our coaches to run their own challenge groups. And that is the livelihood of our business. If you have not run your own challenge group yet, do it. I mean, when I first started, I just did it. And that's what Angie's going to talk about right now. Even if you're just doing a free group, do something. You have to get out of your comfort zone and start doing groups on your own. Because if you start your team and you haven't done these things, these scary things, how are you going to be the role model for your team? And so I'm encouraging you to use the Challenge Tracker app. Now, being on the Success Club cruise and then at the Super Saturday, this is the wave of the future, this Challenge Tracker app. So the sooner you can get used to it, I'm not going to lie, I put people in there for my Supermom, and it's been a struggle to try and do both. So I'm still trying to figure this out. But I really, really do encourage you to run some sort of personal group of yours, just to get you.
Can I add something, Kelly? Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I have this stupid thing. Yeah, on that note, I branched off from Kelly maybe probably almost a year ago, I think, because I was seeing, like, and I'm doing this again with the What is Coaching, like, events, because we all stuck together for a long time. When we broke up, it's like, oh no, I'm going to miss you guys. But honestly, for my coaches and my team, they needed that. And they needed to see me as a leader so that they could learn from, so I could do somehow, we do it. Because then eventually, as they become more active and more business building, they're going to do that. So it's all about duplication. And I also think less cooks in the kitchen sometimes is a better thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have a lot of coaches in a challenge group that are active coaches, I have a lot of discount coaches on my team that are in my group, which is totally different. They can focus more on you, and they know, like, okay, this is kind of like not the leader of the group, but like these main three coaches are the coaches that I'm going to go to. So I think that helps. This month, my team and I, we're branching off with the What is Coaching event, which is really kind of scary because it's like, oh man. But I think it's going to help push everybody out of their comfort zones and then put that out there. Because I've always done the past 6 months have been with Kelly's team, which is amazing. But my team, I'm like, crap, no wonder nobody's recruiting coaches because, yeah, right. You know what I mean? But, no wonder why none of my personally sponsors are recruiting coaches is because I'm not there to, like, show them and do these things. So definitely that should be like a challenge to everybody is by, I know Kathleen said May, but either a free group or start, pair up with 2 or 3 other coaches from the Supermom group, and you could do your own Supermom thing. You could do the same thing, but if you're in it, if you're looking to really get this business going, you're going to want to, it keeps you accountable. You're going to post more an event to add people. It's just going to keep you'll be amazed. I promise you'll be amazed.
I know. And I remember when I first said that, and I go back and forth because I don't want to trust me, this group is amazing. Like, I don't want anybody to feel like they can't, but you can run your own too. But I remember when I first said that, everyone was like, what? No, what? It was very but I'm saying it with love, people. Like, I will tell you, I'm trying to be more open about things, and that weighs on me because I'm like, am I doing a disservice to all of you by keeping you, I want you to fly.
I remember last year I was so, I was like, no, whenever you said you weren't going to do that anymore. And everyone encouraged me anyways to just do it on my own. And I was so scared. I'm like, I like the big group, but it was the best thing that's ever happened to me, is running my own group.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You take ownership, and it kind of lights the fire under your ass, and you're like,
yeah,
I gotta get people. I gotta get going. It gives you that little bit of a, push point. But with that being said, now Supermom Fit Club is my brand. That is me.
Right.
Supermom on a mission. That is Healthy Revenge. Me. That is me right now. My struggles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a mom on a mission to get back to being unstoppable. And that's my brand. So I want you to think of your target market. I want you to think of your pain points. And, I posted the other day, right now I am struggling and with my weight and stuff, but I know why. It's anxiety and all of that. And I wear black every day. And I wear the same yoga pants because I refuse to go buy new ones. But yet I'm I need a new pair of pants to fit me. So those things, you want to think of those emotions and tie them in. So what is think of a name or a brand that has to do with that. I've been putting my kids in front of me for pictures now. Those are pain points. Think of those pain points that you're going through, and that your target market would be I get her. I'm going through the same things, but I'm not pushing you out by any means. Like I said, Supermom Fit Club is amazing, and I'm so proud of it. All of us coaches working together is amazing, and I don't necessarily want to I want it to continue, but I want you in some way, shape, or form to try groups on your own, or just get your feet wet with it. And the reason why I say that is not because I don't love you, because I love all of you, but I want to see you succeed. I want to see you kick ass. I want to see you gain confidence. Because if you do not gain confidence and you don't go out of your comfort zone, you are not going to thrive, and you're going to get frustrated, and you're going to quit. And I don't want that to happen. I want all of you on this phone call next year at this time. Project You. I love it. Love it. Love it. And that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to twist it. I don't know where that came from. I'm going to switch it over to Angie and have her just talk a little bit about this. And Angie, I'm encouraging you to share kind of how you just kind of went with it right out of the gate.
Okay.
Wow.
Can everybody hear me? Can you guys hear me? No one can hear me. Everybody can hear me. Okay, cool. Hi, guys. First of all, I want to say this team is amazing. I am so blown away. I was telling Kelly when I first joined, I've been asked to all kinds of direct sale groups, and none of them have ever worked. And I really think that the team aspect really helped me get started. One of the things that I really liked that you all do is the training. If people really jump in there and do that training day by day, and they do the little activities, that's what I did. It set my business up, literally, just by doing the first week. And then the second week kind of got me some more information. And I just kind of put myself out there. My Facebook page is called It's Time for Me. Like Kelly said, it's an emotion for me. For so long, it was about my kids. It was about just keeping a roof over our head. And I was like, oh, I was miserable. So I have to find time for me. And there's a lot of women in my area. It's the same thing. I mean, all of us moms are really busy. So I created that Facebook page. That was the very first thing I did. And I let anybody into that group, actually. Anybody that is looking for health and fitness support. It's just a community where I make relationships. And that's what I focused on. And I think that's really important that people understand that if you don't start the relationship, you're never going to gain a client. A lot of you can't sell just the product. You know, you have to tie the product to an emotion. And so I did that. And just by posting, I posted and posted and posted. And everybody's like, wow, you're doing so great. What are you doing? From that, I got 3 people who PM'd me and want to order Shakeology. So, I mean, just by doing what you all said to do, I didn't have to, I just did it. And people are coming to me, which is a great thing. I currently have 2 people under me for just coaching. And then I have 1 person who's going to be ordering Shakeology. And then I have another one doing, you know, a challenge pack. So, and I just posted. I posted. It's really important, I think, for new coaches to understand. You really just, you got to get out there. You just got to get out there. Hold on, my daughter needs me. That's why. So, and really, to be honest with you, I don't, you know, to hit the ground running, yes, I did put a lot of time in at the beginning, but now I would say I put anywhere between 30 minutes and an hour a day because my day is so scattered. I have 4 jobs right now, so I'm never in one place for too long. So I work a lot off of my phone. And I also see a lot of people because I work at a church that has a preschool, and a lot of the people that I interact with are at the preschool. So I get to see them every day. And they get to see me every day run. So every day they're seeing me get fit. They're seeing the changes in my body. And they see my energy changing. And that just is just a true testament to what Beachbody can do for you. But from a, you know, from a new coach perspective, you guys did an amazing job just setting new coaches up. And I think any new coach that comes in really push for them to go through that basic training and follow up with them, because I think the follow-up is important, because if you don't follow up and someone gets off the radar, I think we're gonna lose them as a coach, and I think they're just gonna want to quit. But if you can get them to get through all that, I can't see how somebody can't be successful. I think you guys did a great job. Any other things you want me to talk about, Kelly?
No, and just so you know, a little secret, Angie, we didn't create
Yeah.
it. It was created for us through our office, so it's very duplicatable. Everybody has access to it, and
Great.
everybody can run their own coach training. So that's the good news. So we're always fearful, Angie, that our training isn't doing justice. But I feel like Angie is the perfect example of, it's not the training that's the problem. It's whether the coach is willing and wanting to take it to the next level and actually put the work in and get trained, because we have the resources. And I said this on the very first call of the year. I am moving away from focusing on training and more on systems, because we have so many resources on trainings. And she came to me, Angie came to me, she was like, "Can I talk on the call?" I'm like, "Oh my God, I love you. Like, you're great. Like, yes, you can talk on the call. I would love for you to talk on the call." And she was like, "Well, I want to get, people, I want them to get used to me. I want them to, build a relationship." And I don't know, Angie, if you did the 7-day Shakeology group yet, or if that's in the works, but she was going to, she was thinking about.
I did that.
Yeah. And so she did one.
I did do it. And you know what? I only had one person, but you know what? That one person is now a home direct person.
Yes.
And you just have to step out there and do it. I don't care if I have one person or two people, and I'm going to get ready to do probably a free group, some kind of like water challenge, or like a recipe, something. But you got to put it out there. And that's building relationships, I think, you know. And then from there, I'll probably do some kind of challenge group, you know, maybe with the hammer and chisel, because that's what I'm doing now, and everybody loves the results that I'm getting. So
that's awesome.
But you gotta do it. You just gotta do it.
Right. And you just don't think about it. And guys, like, I have had groups with one person in it. Okay. Like, I think, well, that's another thing I'm worried about, like that we're spoiling our newer coaches, because well, not spoiling, we're going to make them scared, because we have 140 people in our Supermom group. So they're going to think anything less than like 50 people is a fail. And that's not true. You guys, when I first started, it would be, Elaine knows, Bethany knows. I mean, we were like 5 people, 10 people, 15 people. We've done groups where, like, I mean, like, we can laugh about it. We've done groups where it's been like 2 people in our What Is Coaching, and it's only us joking around and talking to each other. Like,
right.
It happens. And don't feel like a failure if that is the way you have a few of your groups. It happens to everybody. So, and Suzanne, I think you wanted to say something. Did you?
No, I wasn't.
I'm sorry.
Actually, I'll just tell you though, Tia and Courtney and Sheila and I are running a boot camp, like actually in-person group. We have about 34 people, I think, for 6 weeks.
Go girl, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we're doing, well, I've been presenting, but they're welcome to join as well. But we're running the Challenge Tracker app, and
That's awesome.
I've been doing an instructed like live boot camp with them, and doing nutrition and meal planning and weighing them and measuring them. And
you know
people
what,
pay $6. It's been really good.
I'm going to encourage you to step, well, maybe it's not out of I don't think it is out of your comfort zone, for Team Pure Synergy to do a call on that. Like, I really think that that's amazing the way you're doing.
I don't think I want to do that yet, because honestly, no, I'm not that. This is going to sound selfish, but I want to run something like this in Western New York, and I don't really want to tell all the other coaches in Western New York what I want to do. So
okay. Well, I'm just saying, anybody, I'm encouraging any of you guys, but if you have a really great idea, don't just stop here. Like, I encourage you to say, hey, Cal, I have an idea for a call. Can I do the call next week? Awesome. But also Team Pure Synergy. If you have an idea for a call, just, you know, let me know, or let Julie or Tatiana know. And they're always looking for people to.
I'll do a call, but I don't want to do a call to be like, hey, this is this great thing that I'm doing and I want to do it, and now you guys are all want to do it too. And competitive in Western New York. There's a lot of coaches here, so I don't.
Right. But don't have the abundance mindset. And Kathleen and I are in this training. I don't know if any else signed up for the one I posted about Jesse Reagan, social team builder. You guys, I have to say that this training, and Doreen, this training, holy crap, it's completely different than any other training I've done. And I just kind of am having like a whole new like revival right now, and I'm going through a lot of reflection. It's making me kind of emotional because of the way they're doing this training. And I wanted to share a couple of things, and Doreen and Kathleen jump in. But I want to encourage all of you to think about and reflect on your page with your social media. And the way he put it, Jesse Reagan is the creator, and then there's this Mark Peschetti, his name is, who talks about the art of storytelling. And he's like, are you a seller, or are you sharing your journey and your story? You're only going to get so far in the selling mindset. If you share your ups, your downs, your positives, your negatives, your fears, your successes, your emotional part of you, you are going to be way more successful in this business. And it really hit home with me. And like, I'm talking, this is like 3 hours of content that I just put into like 20 seconds here. But it was like, whoa, like just the way he explained that your job is to share your journey. Our job is not to sell. Our job is to share our journey and to join people or invite people along for the ride. And it really is a work on us. Like this coaching thing is like life changing. And I know all of you on here have had these moments where you're like, this is changing my life. This is something that I just need to do because it's improving me. And so, if you look at it in that perspective and not selling, it's like a whole new ball game. And the point of this training is to work your business page, your Facebook business page. And I'm going to tell you flat out, and I've said this before, I am working very hard to move over to just my business page and Instagram. And I am only going to really post family and things like that. I'm going to try. I can't guarantee because it's the scariest thing. And I may see, I'm probably going to see a cut in my business, but I truly believe in this, and I'll be the forefront person for our team and then teach you all. Like that's my goal, is to do it and then prove it and then teach you. But I will say that I'm really working hard at breaking down these barriers that I have, because we all have a story. We all have these things we're fighting and struggling with. And I can point out someone like right off the bat who does amazing. Stacy does amazing sharing. And Courtney, I wish Courtney was on, because she really, I noticed, puts a lot of great emotional nuggets out. And not everybody's going to be attracted to that. And Tia too. Like, we have amazing social media people on our team. And well, everybody on here does, but I know I don't as much as I should. And I'm learning that it's like I need to be more showing the weak side of me. I do more so with you guys, like on these calls and stuff, but I obviously we all have blocks, but this just sharing those weak moments in that we're all not perfect, that's what's going to connect people to you. And think about it, like when you hear a story of someone who is like the underdog and they beat it, like Rocky, we all love that. Like, we will never forget that. Like, that is emotional. We grab onto that. And I love that Bethany put something in the group yesterday about sharing your story. And Mark Paschetti, the guy in this training, he says every day. And he said that is the difference with your business page. If you do that day in and day out with your business page and you share over there, that is what's going to build your business. That is what's going to bring you your teammates that are going to run with you through thick and thin. And it's not just going to be another, you're not just selling something. This is you building a tribe of people like you. And I was like, holy crap, this is like, it's amazing. And so I really do, first and foremost, encourage you to share more of you. And I'm going to start doing interviews. And I know Kathleen and Dorian know what I'm talking about here. But he said, just start interviewing people and get interviewed yourself. And that's when you're really going to find your story. And so I want to start interviewing you guys and helping you with that. And I need someone to interview me too, because I kind of am like, I'm in the mindset of, well, there's so many sad things going on right now. And I kind of think, well, my story's nothing, but that's not true. We all have struggles. We all have things that we're going through, don't put down your story. Like I, was to a point where it's like, well, and no one's going to care about my story. Everybody thinks that I'm happy-go-lucky and, but the reason why I am so positive is because I've had so many struggles. It wasn't always this peachy keen. you know? So I have to remember that share that more, you know? And so I'm encouraging you to just think and really get raw and think about your why and be posting about that. And I have to read these chats, but I was going to kind of share some back end stuff. Does anybody have any questions before I move on, or anything you want to add to that? We only have 5 minutes.
I'm unmuting myself. Sorry. Okay, I know you're probably heading into this, but for those going to Summit, we do have to talk about the fact that we are going to be signing up for tracks for Summit. So maybe we don't have to talk about that now, but I just want to put a bug in everybody's ear that we want to talk about what tracks we may want to go to, and we don't have to go to the same ones, but that's going to be what, the 18th? Okay, for all of us to sign up?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe we even want to do a call.
Okay, and we have good thinking. Thank you for saying that, because I totally forgot about that. We have an event. If you click on events, which I'm going to share right now, I'm going to talk super, super quick like I'm in 2.0 speed here on YouTube. By the way, that's one of my secrets. When I'm in a rush, I listen to all my YouTube videos in 2.0. And I do that on my podcast too. Okay, so let me show you how to get to events. I wanted to just kind of use this as times to, oh, my friend just, too cute. Okay, so really quickly, let's say I talked about something or someone mentioned something in our Healthy Revenge Movement group and you don't know where it is or whatever. You can type in this search bar and you can look up the things. Power Hour, a lot of people were asking about the Power Hour tracker. Type it in the search bar. So try to be your own, first line of defense with getting things. Be resourceful, Google it, see HRM shared files. So if you use this search bar right here, you can find a ton of things. So I always do that before I reach out. Events. You go to the events, we have our team call, and here's our summit. So we can start chatting about the tracks. I personally love them all. They all look wonderful, so I am easygoing. I don't care which one I go to. I will say it was nice to be all in the same track. By all means,
went to the wrong one.
Harder. I know, poor Suzanne went to the wrong one, but she still did well with it. But by all means, go with who you are attracted to. And this, oh my God. Oh, look at this picture. Like, this was us last year. It's going to be amazing, you guys. This is just our, oh my God, it's going to be amazing. This is life-changing. Life-changing. That
picture, it was like we were all on such a super high because we just did that amazing workout.
Yes.
My adrenaline was through the roof, and It was surreal.
It was awesome. Awesome. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to share with you is how to make a list in your Facebook to start putting people that you want to create relationships with, because the newsfeed gets crazy, you get sidetracked, ADD, and before you know it, you're going back to work. So
how did you just get there, Kelly?
Sorry, I should have explained that. I go to friends over on the left, and then you can create your list. So I have a January 2016 group. I haven't made a new one since then, but I created this, and every time I have new friends, I put them in this group. So let me show you what I mean by that. Here are my friends. And I try to do it as I add them, but let's just go to recently added. Let's say I'll see who I don't even know how I know her actually, but I'll add her to my list. So I go to that and I add her to the list that I want her.
If this call times out, can you put a new link? Because I want to see a little bit more of what you're doing. This is
absolutely. So then I go through and I try to do this weekly, but I try to catch them as I add them. But I have been really bad at this because I have not had time to work. It's been a struggle for me. I'm not going to lie. So work. I'm starting to get frustrated, and I have to make some major choices right now. I think I'm going to put it in there 2 days because I feel like I'm running around with my head cut off. and I just want the best. You know, we all have our why, and I feel like I want quality time, and I feel bad. So, anyways, add to the list. Oh, and I didn't even see who, if I knew if they were any friends. Usually, what I do is I make sure they're none of like you guys. Like if they're friends with someone else or whatever. Okay, so she's a coach already, so you know I'm not going to add her to a list. I usually look to see if there's any connections, and then I add them to the list. Okay, so let me show you one more time. You can go to your friends here, and you can click on recently added, and it goes through everybody. Okay, so like for example, this girl, she joined my Supermom event. So I know for sure she's someone I want to start creating a relationship with, this girl too. So I just make that list and add them to it. So then from there, instead of scrolling my news feed, which I'm not good, I don't scroll my news feed, you guys, and I feel bad because I need to do it more. Aw, look at that, too cute. Because this is what happens. I have ADD. Okay.